When you're lying in bed at night, do you ever randomly remember some embarrassing stuff you said and beat yourself up over it? If so, what happened? There was one morning at my previous job where I worked as a drafting assistant, basically just a highly technical administrative assistant who also performed technical writing, that I did something ungodly embarrassing. I was walking around one of the mechanical shops, checking up on a project, taking notes, pictures, marking stuff off, my usual routine. Well, as I come around the corner of the vehicle, there are two mechanical engineers working on the door. I can't recall exactly what I was checking at that moment, but in my attempt to get a good look, one of the engineers reached out his fist to give me a friendly morning fist bump. Now, I'd love to be able to say that I was tired that morning, or that I was simply too preoccupied with what I was doing, but that would be a lie. Here's what happened next. I lowered my clipboard and my pen and I stared at his fist for a good moment. I then turned to look up towards the man's face. I stared some more, and then I turned my attention back to his fist and continued to look. The man was still holding his fist out waiting for me, but at this point my lack of response got the attention of the other engineer he was working with, and so now he was looking at me. Two engineers staring directly at me, one with his fist out, and me looking at the fist. Finally, though, I begin to outstretch my hand. However, instead of reaching out and returning the fist bump in kind, I extended my index finger. The two men's attention followed my hand, and, like a child touching a foreign substance, I pressed my finger to his fist. The man slowly returned his fist. He and his partner became transfixed on the part of his hand that my finger touched. The man held his hand up to see if I left a mark. His partner joined him in looking. There was no mark. They looked back towards me. I looked at them and then smiled. I then made my way back to my office. I was about halfway there before I realized the absolute absurdity of my actions. Once I got back, I didn't leave my office for the rest of the day.